Kali. Now, coinciding with World Environment Day, Unilever South Africa, in partnership with the African Reclaimer Organisation and the University of WITS, hosted a thought leadership event to discuss the status of South Africa's recycling circular economy. Now, they announced plans for a new project that is focused on formally integrating reclaimers into the recycling system. SHOBNA PERSADH, the Corporate Affairs Director of Unilever South Africa, joins us to share more about this project and the importance of recycling. But first, have a look at this.
It's unsettling to see a lot of people digging through my rubbish, but I understand why they're doing it.
Umphakathi thina uqale wasithatha njengabantu abamoshayo asithathi yonke into enye into sishiya khona estradini gcine ukuba sengathi manje senza imess lapha ngaphandle estradini.
So recycling is very far removed from my life. I want to make a difference, I'm just not sure where to start.
Abantu bangasinceda ngokuseparate umsebenzi loyo basikhiphele wona ngaphandle ngesikhathi. Ngabe ngenza kanjalo ngicabanga ukuthi bazoba sisize kakhulu.
Wow, this looks absolutely amazing. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jeannie, for having us on this very special World Environment Day.
Yeah, this looks like such a fantastic initiative. Do you want to explain it for us and why Unilever decided to get involved?
Well, waste pickers pick nearly or save municipalities almost 800 million rand annually. Wow. And this project is really looking at how we can make the work more valuable for reclaimers of South Africa. And government is looking at how they can make it more viable and bring them into the formal economy of South Africa. And they asked WITS University to produce guidelines that would enable government to do this. Yeah. And Unilever was really excited about this, and the Sunlight brand, because of their work on the recyclable bottle, partnered with the African Reclaimers Organisation together with WITS to launch this project today, the pilot of which will be in Auckland Park and Brixton later in September.
It is absolutely a genius idea because, you know, when it comes to recycling, I think the biggest problem is people in general don't know how the systems work. So I think once you just throw something away in your bin, I don't think a lot of people consider what happens to what you're throwing away. So I think once you understand the story and once there's a better story than a landfill, then it makes you a little bit more conscious of what you're doing with your waste. So, I mean, what happens? So the reclaimers basically come to our homes and then take the waste, and then what does it work from there? How does it work?
So they basically sort and separate at landfill sites.
Okay.
Or basically help separate at that point and reclaim it from landfills.
Okay.
And it's really encouraging our viewers and consumers to separate and recycle what they can at the point of use. Yeah. And us as manufacturers really feel responsible from an environmental perspective in saving the planet overall. Yeah. Because if we don't, by 2050, there's going to be more plastic in the ocean than fish.
Exactly.
And every one of us collectively, together with consumers and communities and reclaimers, have to work together to take back that plastic and reuse it in the products that we make.
I can imagine that this is also doing something for the reclaimers. How is this changing their lives?
And it really is about giving them more dignity, more respect, and enabling them in a financial way to make more of a living. It's also about job creation, and our president has talked about job creation. And it has to be in a way that enables them to make a living wage in a respectable manner. Yeah. And the funding that we're putting into this project is going to help not just pay for the plastic that they're collecting, but the service that they're providing. Yeah. And hopefully the results of the pilot project will serve as a further guideline for government to look at what we can do for reclaimers across the country.
I'm sure Unilever, with their involvement in this, must have many milestones. I mean, what are the milestones that have already been reached, and what would you still want to reach in the future?
So we're really looking at all of our packaging being reusable, recyclable, or compostable by 2025.
Amazing.
And South Africa is actually leading the way globally for Unilever with our Sunlight bottle, which is 100% out of recyclable plastic.
Yeah.
We really are looking at how we reclaim the plastic that's out in the environment. In projects such as the ones we're doing with Wildlands in the Green Brick project.
Yeah.
We also have a Green Desk project.
Amazing.
So really looking at various projects that we can reuse our plastic.
Brilliant. What can we at home do to assist?
I think it's important to look at how you separate plastic that can be recycled. It's how we can support reclaimers in their quest to collect and recycle waste. And then really look at projects that can bring plastic back into into the workable environment collectively. And that's what it's about. Every one of us jointly working towards an environment that's a better place for all of us.
Amazing. It makes so much sense, and I think it's an absolutely amazing, amazing project. Thank you so much for sharing this amazing story with us. It's really, really fantastic. Lovely having you on the show.
Thank you, Jeannie. Thanks.
It's unsettling to see a lot of people digging through my rubbish, but I understand why they're doing it.
Umphakathi thina uqale wasithatha njengabantu abamoshayo, asithathi yonke into. Enye into sishiya khona estradini, gcine ukuthi sengathi manje senza imess lapha ngaphandle estradini.
So recycling is very far removed from my life. I want to make a difference, I'm just not sure where to start.
Abantu bangasinceda ngokuseparate umsebenzi loyo basikhiphele wona ngaphandle ngesikhathi. Mabengenza kanjalo ngicabanga ukuthi bazoba sisize kakhulu.